I want to talk about restaurant sales via repetition. Repetition is an important activity, it's an important skill that is going to help you be better as a salesperson in restaurants. Repetition creates habits. Repetition is going to allow you to be fluid on your pitch as a salesperson. Repetition is going to allow you to see your flaws and areas where you can improve. Repetition is going to give you the confidence. The more you talk about the product, the more you know about the product. You're going to ask me how repetition applies to restaurant sales. What you need to do is you need to sell one item by means of repetition. For example, let's pick a bottle of wine. You're going to learn about the grape varietal, the region, the vintage, and the flavor profile. For this example, I'm going to pick a bottle of wine that my friend Vinny Herrera used to sell a lot. I'm going to pick a bottle of Cabernet from Napa Valley, vintage 2020, Camos, full fruit, full body red with hints of cocoa, tobacco, and cherry. As an exquisite bottle of wine that you should sell, as an example. Once you learn about the wine, once you learn about the item that you're going to sell, the challenge is to offer that item throughout your entire shift for a whole week. You're going to offer the item to every 2 people that you serve. This means if you got a table of 2, a couple, you offer the bottle of wine once during dinner. If you have a table of 4, you're going to offer the bottle of wine twice. If you have a table of 6, you're going to offer the bottle of wine 3 times during dinner at the same table, regardless of what they said, regardless of what the answer is. If you're going to have a table of 8, you're going to offer the bottle of wine 4 times during the dinner at the same table, regardless of what the answer is from the customer. The point is to stay on task, to offer the bottle of wine to every 2 people that you sell during your shift for the whole week. And you're going to be wondering, what happens if a table of 4 says no to the wine the first time? Can you offer the wine the second time as we agree? Of course we can. That was a task. You need to offer the wine to every 2 people you serve during your shift, regardless of what the answer is. Remember, we're talking about selling by repetition. If the table of 4 says no on the first time, you got to stay on task. You got to offer it a second time. Don't lower your targets because they said no the first time doesn't mean don't offer it a second time. If the table of 6 says no the first time, doesn't mean you need to stop offering the table the other 2 times. You need to continue offering the table. Don't lower your targets. This is what people do. People lower their targets when things don't go their way. You gotta stay on task. If your guest says no, thank you, or if they said I'm not interested, that doesn't really mean that don't offer me the wine again. You gotta offer the wine again the second time or the third time as we agree. No thank you could mean several things. It could mean that they're not interested in that wine at that time. It could be that they don't like red and maybe you should offer white. Of course, you gotta have a backup for that. If they said, I'm not interested, it might mean that they don't like Cabernet. Maybe you should offer a Pinot Noir. Rejections can be handled in a different number of ways. No thank you or I'm not interested doesn't really mean don't offer me this wine again. What happens if the guest says, yeah, bring me that wine on the first go? Do I offer it a second time or a third time? Of course, that was the task. You gotta stay on task. If they said yes, you still gotta offer the wine a second time if it's a table of 4. If they said yes, you still gotta offer the wine a third time if it's a table of 6, or a 4th time if it's a table of 8. When you offer the wine, you need to be very subtle. If it's a table of 2, you can offer the wine at any point during the dining experience. A table of 4, you offer the wine when you present the menu and when the food arrives. A table of 6, you offer the wine when you present the menu, when the food arrives, and midway during their meal. A table of 8, you offer the wine when you present the menu, when the food arrives, midway during their meal, and after they finish their meal. Why not? A table of 10 is easier. You can offer the wine when they arrive, when you offer the menu, when the food arrives, midway during desserts. The point I'm trying to make is the larger the table, the easier it gets. You gotta stay on task and you gotta be persistent. If you have a big table, you can offer the wine to half of the table. Only 4 people are going to be listening to you and the other 6 are not. So there's a lot of chances. You just got to be creative on when to offer the wine. Remember, you offer the wine to every 2 people you serve every day during your shift for the whole week. After you have stayed in task for the very first day, you're going to realize that you're going to be confident about yourself. You're going to know about the product much more than you knew at the beginning, and it is most likely that you're going to be selling a lot of bottles of wine before the end of the week. That is what I mean, selling the items by means of repetition. You're going to be confident and you're going to be secure about your selling skills. These videos are for you if you are new in the industry. Please check them out. If you are a new restaurant owner, have your employees check these videos out on how to create a repeat business and how to sell in restaurants. Reach out, put a comment. Take care. Thank you for watching.